If a 25 years old allegedly gets beaten to the point of visible injury by a biological father, does that make it okay because it's a father? Because if the same thing happened between strangers, people will immediately call it assault. But once it involves a family member, especially in African home, people suddenly start saying a discipline. Now she offend them. Now her father. Now social media is buzzing because reports involve BBNaija winner Ilebaye Odiniya, popularly known as Ilebaye, began circulating online. And whether the reports are fully confirmed or not, the conversation is more bigger than just a celebrity. Nigerians are asking a question: at what point does parental discipline amount to abuse? Let's be fair, okay? At this time, the video is making a round. Now, there are social media reports stating that BBNaija winner Ilebaye Odiniya, popularly known as Ilebaye, was involved in something you can actually see from the screen. And whether these reports are confirmed or not, the conversation is just bigger than just Ilebaye at this moment, because we are asking a question: at what point does parental discipline becomes abuse? Now, let's be fair. At the time of making this video, there's still a lot that's not been confirmed yet. Social media is just filled with claims, emotional reactions, screenshots, opinions, but the full story from the people directly involved may still not be clearly out there yet. And the balance is important. Let's talk about the real issue this situation is opening up. In Nigeria, we grew up in home where discipline is considered normal, right? Some people flogged with belts, some were slapped publicly, some were beaten badly from taking back. If I turn my back, you will see the cane there. My father used to beat me heavily, and he beat me just because I went to play football. So some parents will beat you for coming back home late, for making decisions that they don't like, and this happens often. So many people have normalized it. In fact, in many African homes, questioning your parents, even as an adult, is seen as disrespect. Let your fathers, like the Yoruba proverb says, that's not how it is done. It's an insult to your parents. Especially the Yoruba homes is even extreme. If you can hear the name Ilebaye, though she's not really full Yoruba, but there's a mix in it. You understand? But society is changing, and the law is also different from culture. Once somebody becomes an adult, the conversation should change completely. A grown woman is no longer a child under correction. She becomes a citizen protected by the law, like every other adult. Which is why many Nigerians online are now asking, if these reports are true, should family relationship excuse physical abuse? Because imagine if a boyfriend allegedly caused this same damage, physical injury, on Ilebaye. What will people be saying online? The outrage will be immediately. People will begin to demand arrest of the guy. People would call it abuse instantly. So why do many people suddenly soften their position once the person involved is the father or the mother? This is why it is becoming serious conversation right now that we need to discuss about. And honestly, this issue is deeper than just celebrity gossip. A lot of Nigerians silently carry emotional scars from violent homes. Some people suffer inferiority complex from homes because parents overflog them and put them in tight angles. They are not able to express themselves. Some children grow up fearing their parents instead of being safe around them. So when they get to the society, they cannot even talk. Others struggle with trauma, anger, low self-esteem, and emotional distance because of how discipline was handled growing up. But because African society often protects parents from criticism, many victims stay silent. And this is why conversation like this matters. Not to disrespect the parents. This is not to encourage rebellion, but to ask, can discipline exist without violence? Can correction happen without humiliation or injury? One time, my mom beat me. The whole bedsheet was wet with blood. I was younger. She started crying herself. Can African families separate love from fear? Now, legally speaking, if any adult physically harm an adult, it leads to injury. The law should potentially view that as an assault, whether it's father or mother. Domestic violence, depending on the circumstance or evidence available, it is domestic violence. Being related by blood does not automatically remove legal responsibility. But again, only proper investigation can verify the facts and can determine what truly happened in this particular situation. And that is important to say clearly. Still, the public reaction already shows something important. Now, Nigerians are beginning to rethink many things previous generation normalized. And maybe the conversation is always going to happen eventually. At the end of the day, Nobody is yet aware of the real truth of this particular situation. But one thing is clear: this situation has touched a nerve. It touched my nerve. Many people are expressing their own childhood experience, even in the comment section on social media. Some people believe parents should absolutely have no authority, no matter the age. As I am like this, with this my age, my father can still slap me. I'm aware, so I am avoiding him. My father can still slap me. I'm aware, so I avoid him. So I think Ilebaye should have actually left her parents' house, because this is normalized in the African home. Ilebaye should not still be staying. A whole BBNaija winner with that kind of amount of money, she should have gotten an apartment. That is my own opinion. Some people believe that parents should have absolute authority no matter the age, while others believe respect should never include violence. But here's the real question for you: if an adult woman allegedly suffer visible injury, does culture protect it, or should the law treat it like every other case? Should the man be arrested? If this is real father, drop a opinion in the comment section. And if you want more deep conversations in Nigerian society, politics and trading issues people are free to talk about, subscribe and turn on post notification. We have more coming. Yes.